All right, what's going on, everybody? KB Card Stacks here. You know the drill. I've been buying a ton. Don't really even want to count up how much I have in here. This is one stack, and this is another mostly PWEs right here. Let's just get right to it. All right, so first one here, Brady Cook Sapphire. Been buying these up quite a bit, anywhere from like $4 to $7, $8. I think the cheapest right now on eBay is 10. So again, just kind of my approach, buying all this up, gonna keep it for the season. I do like Missouri and Brady Cook next season. All right, I forgot about this one. I bought this a while ago. It just must have taken a while to ship. I think I got this for like $5 shipped, which is insane. This is when I first started kind of going in on Sapphire, but I won this at auction, and I think they were both like $5 or $6 shipping. I just figured I'd try to win as many cards as I can just to make combined shipping worth it. I only ended up winning these 2 cards, so I messaged the seller, like, hey, would you be able to ship it, ESE and kind of invoice me out? And he did. So I think I won this for like $4 or $5 shipped. These are doing about 8-ish right now in Roman Hemby gold. I think I got that for $1 bookend right there. So he was pretty good last year at Maryland. Had a sneaky season. So not someone I'm prospecting, but if I'm gonna see something at auctions and it's gonna go unsold, if I don't bid on it, I might as well. All right, so this is an interesting one. Ches Malusi Gold Lava Auto. So I was buying Ches last off season. Right now is the perfect time. There's so much information out there. There's all this off-season content that people are creating, top running backs of the conference, top running backs in the country, easiest schedules. There's so much out there. It's out there, and you just need to be able to consume it and take in as much as you can and combine as much of it together so that you can make the best decision for yourself. So last year, him and Braylon Allen were like a top 5 or 6 running back duo in the country. Ches went off in the very first game. All of my Ches flew off my store. In my Discord, Brady's cards, probably the only other guy who grinds the checklist just as hard as me. He is searching for all of the hidden gems and good values. He knows the checklist in and out. I saw him buying Ches, and I was like, I mess with Ches. I'm gonna look at that, and so should have the backfield to himself. I think this was like $15 shipped. You can get a lot of the base autos for $4 or $5, but I just rather have the gold auto. I think just one nice piece. It does suck when it sells, just because you don't have it anymore, and sometimes quantity is probably the better play, but I like the gold. All right, I've been buying a ton of Torrey Horton, 1,100 yards in back-to-back seasons. He's going to be one of the best receivers in the country. If you can get 1,000 yards for 3 straight seasons, definitely a low-end first, early second guy. Quarterback is going to be a sophomore. He was one of the top quarterbacks in the country, so we love Torrey Horton around here. I don't really remember buying this. This had to have been a while ago because I don't think this looks familiar, but must have won these 2 at auctions and then added these into my cart. Evan Stewart, that must have been a couple bucks. Jalen Daniels and Donovan Smith. I've been buying a little bit of his stuff. He'll air it out. And then Will Shepard, orange, now at Colorado. I didn't know Weaver was gone, but they do have Jonte Wester from FAU. He is going to light it up. He'll be one of the best in the country, so watch out for Jonte, but I do like Will Shepard a lot as well. And then Jaden, a little color matchy-ish yellow. I'm curious how much I spent on that. Hopefully not more than like 25 shipped. All right, and a slab here. SGC 10 Travis Hunter Sapphire. I got this at auctions for probably like $22 all in. I was really shocked that I won it for like a bid of like $18, I imagine. The Travis Hunters go for about 10. It costs about $9 to grade. Just didn't make sense to be that low, so I'm gonna be keeping that for the season, but a really nice one right there. This must have been an auction as well. Maybe it was just a super cheap buy it now, not too sure, but again, Devin Neal, super productive. All the information is out there. You just got to do your homework and research these guys. Devin Neal, a guy that I think could have a nice season next year. He's increased his production every single year. He's been at Kansas, and a high quality, high 4-star guy. I feel good about it. Looks like 4 Jalen Daniels. Just scooping those up. This must have been a while ago as well. I really haven't found too much Jalen Daniels, so that was probably a week or 2 old. Don't really remember I was buying Will Johnson and I was buying a little bit of Donovan Edwards once he announced he was returning. Hopefully no more than 15 bucks for these Will Johnsons. I mean, Michigan goes crazy on Bowman sales, probably the best selling team in my opinion. Will Johnson gonna be the first corner off the board, a top 10 pick. Donovan coming back. Who knows what's gonna happen if John Harbaugh takes the Chargers job. All right, for the PC, Tetero McMillan Orange Shimmer. I needed this for the rainbow. This was the seller's first sale, I believe, or at least they had no feedback. I took a screenshot of the win on eBay and someone was like, oh, I was bidding on that, but I got nervous because the person had no feedback, which I get, but I really didn't notice it until after they had pointed it out. So glad it got here. And we all got to start somewhere on eBay and feedback. So glad that's going to the PC for the rainbow. All right, Totoro Sapphire, love the videos and keep up the grind, Gaby. I appreciate that very much. So I've been buying these up, as you know. There really aren't any more on eBay. I think there's maybe one or two. So been scooping them up. I'm going to hold these for a very long time because I think he's going to be wide receiver 1 taken in the draft. Okay, I really don't think I've been buying these a whole lot recently, so these must have taken a while to get in, but another Jalen Daniels right there. All right, another Will Johnson there, scooping these up under $5, and I think cheapest is about $8. Again, color match, first round pick next year. I think there's a lot to like there. Michigan, solid fan base, the best fan base to sell to. Okay, Devin Neal, this hopefully was like less than $250 shipped if I'm just buying a single Devin Neal. Must have been a pretty good price, so there you go. Devin Neal, tons of Kansas. All right, this I got on Twitter from Tim Tom. I buy quite a bit from him. He's always breaking and ripping. I think I got this for like $6 or $7 shipped. 2 of them, I'm gonna take that all day. All right, so this is 2-in-1. Caitlin Clark and JJ McCarthy. I was just searching the lowest price, buy it now, Caitlin Clark, and saw this, I think it's 2009, maybe 2008 Bowman U insert. And I think this was like $2 or $3, and these are going for about 10 right now. It was newly listed, and then I was like, yeah, you know what, let me check their store. They had this JJ McCarthy refractor for a couple bucks. I think this was like $5 or $6 shipped, and just wanted to lot them up together. But she's about to break the scoring record. She just put up 45 on Ohio State. She's gonna be the all-time leading scorer in women's basketball history. So prices are definitely gonna jump with her. Okay, this is not something I would normally pick up, but I think I was just looking up like old school. You know what? I was watching Coach Doug's on Twitter. He picked up a 6 stack of like Jacksonville Jaguar refractors and numbered stuff and just really cool kind of throwback my early childhood stuff. So I was looking up like Larry Fitzgerald stuff because that's just kind of cool to me. I'm not a huge Cardinals guy, but he is, obviously very collectible and one of the greatest of all time. So I think I was just on ComC and I was like, oh, this seems like a pretty good price. Went on eBay just to make sure, what's the lowest price available. Again, just buy it now, lowest price. Super easy. You're gonna get some really good deals if you're consistent in searching. And this was under like $5 or $6. So Larry Fitzgerald rookie, Topps Finest from what year was he a rookie? 2004. Take that all day. All right, so another one that I was talking to Brady's Cards about, Jason Marshall. So I've kind of always looked into him. He came into this 2023 season with like first round grades, super hyped up. And again, one of those guys I would search on Twitter, and when you search him, it's like, haha, Jason Marshall just got cooked again, and this guy is awful, and get this guy out of here. But he kind of turned it around in the last few games. People were saying nice things about him, and his stuff is always super cheap. This is one of the guys you do not want to hit in a box. His base autos will consistently do under $5, $2 to $3. Refractor autos probably under $5. So this orange was, I think, 15 to $20 shipped. And I'm just gonna take a chance. I might as well. Worst I lose a couple bucks, but color match certainly helps out there. I also think green on Florida, super clean, just with the gator. I think it's a nice little color match-ish, cool vibe. All right, I think I've recently picked up some Mason Smith. He did declare for the draft. Last time when I talked about him, I wasn't sure. I feel like he should have stayed in school, but whatever, good for him. Go chase the dream. Color match yellow. I think this was like 10 or 12 bucks for a first auto color match. I really like Mason Smith. I'm still gonna buy his cheap gold yellow color match auto stuff. He's in the 2023 set as well. A purple would be super sick, and sapphire, but just been buying him up. I don't mind it. I think he's someone who is going to be a monster in the league. But he's not going to be drafted very high. I imagine 3rd, 4th round. He lost a lot of hype. He didn't really have a great season, but I genuinely do not remember buying this. I did have a run of Mason Taylor in my mail days over the last few videos, but don't remember an orange. So hopefully I got that under, for me, $8. I feel like I really wouldn't spend more than that on the orange sapphire. So I'm a Mason Taylor investor now. I hope he does well. Big body. They've got a lot of receivers and weapons down there. They got to replace Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors, Jalen Daniels, more Will Johnson. I don't know. All right, Michael, this is probably my 3rd or 4th that I've picked up pretty recently. He's going to be a 1st rounder next year, I imagine. So just been scooping up some of his stuff. His autos are pretty pricey, but his color's pretty cheap. So I'm going to keep scooping it up if I ever see it. All right, another Caitlin Clark. I filtered lowest price, buy it now. And this was $20, and I think the next lowest was like 30-ish. I just decided to take it. I think once she breaks the record, this is a $40-ish card, maybe even up to 60. So decided to buy it. We'll see what happens. All right, and last one here, a true orange McMillan. So I have the orange shimmer somewhere right here. Pick up the orange. I think it was like $50, buy it now. And I just decided to buy it now and slammed it. I think there was a best offer. I was like, you know what, I don't want to miss it. Some of these have been going for $100 recently. His prices have kind of spiked up. He's kind of gotten a lot more attention, had a big Alamo Bowl, the transfer portal nonsense. He's sticking with Arizona, so very close to the rainbow. I'm realistically not going to finish it. I'm okay with that, but very happy with the oranges now. So little recap here. We had the SGC 10 there, and then these were all just kind of stuffed into miscellaneous top loaders and such. A ton of Jalen Daniels. I cannot believe how much Jalen Daniels I've been buying. Some Devin Neal too, some PC stuff, McMillan, a lot of Michigan in here as well. Torrey Horton, a guy that I'm buying. Chez, a little gamble. I'm okay with that. Hemby, and a couple other randoms. Tons of Michigan, tons of Georgia, and just some prospecting. That's what it's all about. Like I said, information is out there. You just need to go consume it, find it, do your research, do your homework, and you'll be successful. So that's everything. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.